That's where we're going. Back in your lives, in your ears, and in your face. We are back once again for another episode of Papa Jesus, episode 101. And I'm back with my new co-host once again. It's good. That last episode was fun, dude.
Yeah, especially when I wasn't even on camera in the first bit. But that's fine.
But at least we caught the meltdown on camera, the Ed and Senna meltdown.
Jesus.
I mean, geez, we could always go back. That's going to be an everlasting story that we could tell for a long time. Art, calm down, take a walk. But with us today, we've also got a special guest, and I want to introduce him like this.
Okay.
I saw this today 4 hours ago. A Facebook post.
Yeah.
Traffic. Cuck accident on M3 outbound before Weinberg Hill. Oaks are cutting down Travato Lincoln, causing extra cuck down there. Expect cuck. Kevin Rule, what's up, my dude? Shot for joining the show.
Hello. Hello, people in internet land. I mean, yes. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Yes.
Hi.
Okay.
How long has it
Squeak.
been since I've seen you, dude?
It has been exactly, now I counted,
Okay.
372 days.
Really?
Bullshit.
No idea.
Dude, it's been a
yes.
shit long time since I've seen you.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the show.
I thank you.
You walked in, you were like, everything's different.
Yeah, no, I was lying. It's all
Okay.
the same. No, it is different.
It is different.
The last time this guy wasn't here.
No.
No.
It's nice.
It's better with him here.
It's nice to be on YouTube with you again, like, you know, like we used to
yes.
do. Yeah.
This is like
This is a perfect opportunity for...
I'm still sitting on this side as well.
Oh, shit, yeah. Okay.
Perfect time to pick a bone with you about... I used to have a show with Art. You guys should bring that back. You
Nah.
used to do...
It's okay.
You used to do movie reviews. And
Yeah,
stuff like that.
dude. I mean, it was like, it started off, when I got a Blu-ray from...
Oh, yes.
It was like this crowdfunding campaign. And it was this documentary behind a movie that Tim Burton was going to make of Superman when Nicolas Cage was going to be Superman. And it was this movie that was going to start filming and then they didn't. And then 20 years later, they made a documentary about it. So then I said, like, I got a copy of it. And then I said, Kevin, let's watch this and just do a little discussion on it because no one's going to really talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that, and then we did a couple of other movies, and then it was just like comic book shit and this and that. And Dune would have been a rad one, but yeah, it's just a lot of
And you had
work for like 20 views.
You also had the Kevin cam.
Yeah.
The black and white at a different angle. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah,
There we go, the
I'll-
Kevin cam.
I always try to come up with like a title that was tied
Yeah.
in with the movie for
Yeah.
his camera.
Yeah.
You know, that was kind of fun.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, at the end of the day, 20 views, it could increase over time. I
Yeah,
mean, I
but
guess
the-
you tried and all that kind of stuff, but it's a different era now.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Yeah.
it's like
Totally different.
like I told you the one time that it's like to create a YouTube channel where you're talking about movies is like the easiest channel to do.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
know.
it's like the easiest thing.
Please, I hope you edit
I will
those
catch it.
faces and make it go big.
Yeah, it's like the easiest thing, and there's like a billion of them, so you're not really adding any value.
Yeah, no value at all.
You know.
But you did frame shit up quite nicely, and it
Basically,
looked
what
super pro.
happened was that you and I working together on YouTube has prepared you to make this show much better than our shit show was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it does make the show better. I'll give you that. The banter does get strong, and it's even better when we're in person. So last week's show, it was such a fun show, dude. I loved it, and the Oaks
Looked
were-
amazing. This one looks super boring already.
Well, shut your face.
Jeez, Kevin, you don't give yourself enough credit here. Dude, I wanted to ask you, how's that KMR custom guitar treating you?
Oh, phew. You know, dude, wow. It is just so shit.
Really?
And it is the biggest waste of money I've ever done in my life. I can't use it. It's fucked. No, there's no
Seriously?
ways. No,
But
it's
what?
fucked.
Why?
You
Why?
can't
What
play
happened?
on it.
But I
It's
saw
just-
you posted an Instagram post playing it the other day, or
Yeah, I was just playing it.
I was a playthrough.
so is it a shitty guitar?
Yeah, it sounds shit. It can barely. You can't set it up to play nicely, and no, it's just gonna hang on a wall one day when I live somewhere else.
shit! So okay, it was an epic fail then.
Epic fail, epic fail, epic fail.
That's what happens when you go through a Chinese website.
Yeah, but I saw lots of reviews of this place, and they were good reviews. So
Must be quite hit and miss.
But then again, I did ask for something very specific. I didn't ask for like a replica of something else, which is what they do.
I mean, I might ask a stupid question, but did you change the pickups out and all that?
No,
Why don't you try do that?
no, you still can't play it.
Oh, is it
It's
literally?
like,
okay,
so
what is
can't
it?
you raise the action? What's happening with the truss rod?
yeah, no, you can raise the action all you like and lower it all you like. It's still not going to play.
Wow. Okay. So it's an
Yeah.
ornament. It's
It's going to be it's a hanging up piece.
And you put your isolation EP in the frame with it and put glass on it and it looks sick. Because it was around the time that you made that solo album.
yeah, came about. Yeah, it came
Yeah.
just before that. Yeah, but I used that was an acoustic album.
Yeah, still, but it still represents KMR, Kevin Mark Rule.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Just-
Yeah,
Am I grasping at straws
yeah,
here?
it's never going to be used. Nuh-uh.
Dude, I'm a
Okay.
bit bummed by your KMR story.
Yeah,
man.
well,
I
that
thought it was
sucks.
actually going to be quite cool.
I thought it was going to be super cool.
But then tell us, I will see if I can put in pictures yet. Tell us what happened to your other guitar.
Is this? Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, so I just got a fucking Explorer, a nice black Epiphone Explorer, perfect for the next Metallica show whenever that happens.
Yeah.
And I was playing some of the songs, and there's a part in Four Horsemen that we skip. So I leaned over to my phone to push it forward, and the snap fell, and it hit my amp, and the headstock just went pah, right off.
What?
Yeah.
And then I cried for about 3 hours. No, I'm not lying. I
No,
did.
I'm sure.
I cried for like ages and ages, and I just started downing vodka.
That's a great way to deal with pain.
And then, and then I got over myself.
Wow. Is it?
Yeah,
it
no,
a
that's
neck through?
fixable.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
no, it was like a nice V.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take it to Troutworks
Okay.
when I get a chance, because like they're open the same time as us, same also on Saturdays. I can never get there, so
Well, check this out, bro. When I was renovating, I bought this from you.
yes, you did, yeah.
So I've been trying to look after it as much as I can, blah, 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 in the my renovations.
Oh yeah,
And just having everything in one passageway and everything. And I didn't have enough cases for all the guitars. So lo and behold, the thing bloody falls over and takes a lacquer chunk out of the bottom here.
oh
It's not that bad, but it's...
I mean,
look
that-
how far
yeah.
down
that's-
it goes there.
Yeah.
That's all the lacquer gone, dude.
Yeah. You can just fill it in with the black marker. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, I still have plans for this guy.
Oh, okay.
See,
I
now
don't
that's-
really play it too often.
Your story, your guitar's a through neck, right? It's not a bolt-on.
That's right, yeah.
Isn't that a good reason to have bolt-on necks? Or do
Yeah,
you
I mean,
That's
prefer
a freak
bolt-on or-
accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if
How
that
many
happens, you
headstocks do you
just
see
change
coming
out the
flying
neck.
off?
You know?
Yeah, but it's going to be cheaper to fix it than buy a neck. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
It's only going to be like $1.50, he said, maybe two.
Okay. Well,
Wow,
that's not
dude,
too
that's. I'm so sorry. My condolences.
Yeah, no, it was sad. Yeah.
Hey, but maybe who knows? It sounds better afterwards.
Maybe.
Maybe. Look at the positive side.
I will look at every positive I can.
On that note, let's brighten the mood a little bit.
Yes.
And go to this week's Beer of the Week. Beer of the Week! Right, so Art, you chose Beer of the Week this week.
Yeah.
I've got to open it over here.
Yeah. Open them puppies.
Oh, it's actually quite an odd angle there.
There you go.
Ooh,
There we go.
it's an odd angle. It's not nice. It's an odd angle. What is it? It is...
It's weird. I haven't had Kevin on the show for a
There you
while
go.
making funny sounds.
Oh, I see. This is gout beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
What I
This
picked.
is beer that'll go straight to the toe.
This is going to...
What I picked is Grayton Old Porter's Brew House. It's called My China, and it's a rice lager.
Okay.
Hold it up to the camera. There, bro.
Ingredients: local spring water, rice, barley, and hops.
Yeah.
rice.
So yeah, I was looking for something a bit interesting. I saw a cherry lager, and I was like, I've had
440
cherry
mil.
lager.
Let's go.
I saw a cherry lager, and I was like, rice lager. Do they actually use rice in this thing? So let's see here. This beer
do this
was
before
created
taking a
after
sip.
collaborating with well-known Sea Point ramen restaurant Three Wine Monkeys in 2017. Okay, so
So it's like 4-year-old beer. Gross.
well, let's see.
Old Potter, my China. That's
Old
awesome.
Potter. Okay, cool. So
All
let's
right. From Grayton. That's
Grayton.
down the drag.
okay.
Not really down the drag.
Just not anywhere near the drag.
But well, I mean, it's not. It's like an hour or two away. You didn't give it a drive by like Mike said, dude.
I gave it enough.
Gotta give it a drive by. Oh, you know what it smells like? Without even taking a sip, it smells like that watermelon sour high.
It had a bit of a tinge of that. What, dude? You should. I highly recommend.
Oh. Wow.
It's not the best.
It's
You
still
know what
light though.
It's only 5%.
No, but it's like light in definitely not light in flavor, but
It's got like
it's
got
like a
bit of
light beer. It's not heavy. I was expecting it to be heavy.
I wonder if there's like a... Like instead of rice, can I rather have like couscous? Or like a salad?
Well,
Instead of the
Jared
carbs.
said he made beer with marshmallows.
Fuck yeah.
That does sound not appetizing.
Yeah,
to me.
so this is got
Okay,
a bit
the
of a
first sip
sour
was
thing.
pretty cuck.
But
That's
as you
getting
get
a bit
into it,
better.
yeah. But do you agree with me that it's light? It's not like I was expecting it to be like heavy, like a Weiss beer. You know, the murky
yeah.
kind of vibe.
It's got a bit
It's
of
got
a
a bit of
sour
murky-
tinge, but it's actually drinkable.
It's got
not,
a bit of murkiness to
it's
it.
not
Check
terrible,
it out. We
yeah.
should have probably gave it a bit of a
Yeah, well, fuck.
whirly whirl.
Oh, there's some
Sediment.
deposits in the bottom there.
You know that's a 0.5 down in my rating already.
Lovely.
All right, so Kevin, what we've got a scale called the My Cubic scale,
Okay.
and
Who's Mike Cubic?
Shut
well,
your face.
if you watch episode 100, you'll find out exactly who Mike
yeah.
Cubic is. Go check that episode out. Especially go to the sports update when we witnessed the Ayrton Senna meltdown. That was hilarious. That was fun, dude. I really enjoyed that.
Thank
Out of 10, what do you give it? And you have to give a slight rationale as well.
Okay. I will give it 3.
Out of 10.
3 out of 10.
Yeah. Because I don't like craft beer at all.
Okay.
So there. That's why.
Do you not like craft
No.
beer even in the slightest?
I drink Black Label and that's it.
Okay.
No craft beer
That's fair.
cuck.
That's fair.
Craft beer
beers
is a
can be
gouter.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
Okay,
it
well,
backs up with your gout.
We
Yeah.
apologize in advance if you get gout.
I
It's
don't.
fine. I'll just drink a lot of
I had a
water.
bout of gout during the lockdown. I was obviously drinking too much.
Yeah.
It's probably all the yeast in it then.
Yeah, bro. Okay, well, let's not go there because it hurts.
Yeah.
And hopefully that's the last time I got it as well. Okay, so 3 out of 10. I'm going to give it, and we score out of 5 because we double up
And we
our
add up
scores.
ours, yeah.
So out of 5,
La-di-da.
I'm going to give it a solid 1.5.
1.5.
No, it's low. I would not buy this beer again. But the tradition with beer of the week, Art doesn't know this either, is that you open it, got to finish it.
Yeah, you have to finish it.
Yeah,
you're
Yeah.
you're exempt from
Thanks.
this rule.
I'm not going to finish.
Yeah,
I'll have
you're
another sip or
exempt.
two.
You're exempt.
Dude,
But,
I'm I'm not totally off by this. It's like sour, but it's actually drinkable. I would actually. You gave this 1.5, right?
Yeah, 1.5.
I actually would give this. I would give this a 2.
Cool. So that's a 3.5
Wow, you beat
out
my
of
score.
10.
Yeah.
You were being generous.
No.
Maybe.
This,
Yeah,
that's
maybe.
3.5 out of 10.
Okay, cool. Well, that was beer of the week. A very interesting one. Look, it's like Kevin said, it's not for everyone. Kevin drinks Zamalek,
Yeah.
and that's it.
And people hate that.
Yeah.
Ask Mike. He'll vomit in my mouth if I give him a Zamalek.
He doesn't like any sort of SAB
No.
or anything.
He's that's why we named this segment after Mike Cubic, because
Yeah,
he's the craft
true.
beer guy.
Dirty
and
hipster.
Yeah, but we haven't rated Black Label yet.
What we can do is have a
10.
we can have a second scale for like mass market beers called the Kevin Rule Scale.
Yeah. All SAB,
Yeah.
Miller, and Heineken, and all those other brands.
Well, then
Amstel.
what would be your? I mean, like Black Label's your benchmark clearly,
Yeah.
but what is your like your watershed for good to bad out of its scale of 1 to 10? Like, what would you put as a 5? Is what I'm trying to say.
A 5 out of 10, like for those beers.
Yeah,
I'd probably say Castle.
Castle, straight up Castle.
So
lager.
I'd say, yeah, it would probably be like Castle Light, Castle
Castle
Amstel,
Light below
Hansa.
Castle.
Yeah.
I think Castle Light tastes better than Castle.
I haven't tried the new one, the double lager. What's it?
What?
Castle double lager?
1864, 1684, something like that.
I don't know.
It's the draft craft kind of Castle vibe. I've seen it around, but I've never had it before.
No, it's not a light. No.
No, man. I'm saying, do you think Castle Lager tastes better than Castle Light?
I don't know. I don't know when last I had a Castle. Okay, stop pressuring me.
I love putting him on the spot, bro.
Fail.
So it's Zamalek or bust.
It's something like a bust.
Black Label
Or
or bust
Hansa.
gives you that
I like Hansa.
extra 0.5.
The-
Yeah, Hansa's good. I enjoy
The
a good
best
Hansa.
is Vintage Draft. That is my favorite go-to.
It's an easy drinking beer, that.
Because when I was in Germany with a friend of mine, we went to all the beer places around, tried all the beers, and like it was Paulaner and all this other stuff. Even like their Zamaleks, like this one called Astra, and all these other beers.
I think that's a medicine.
Vintage Draft is still better than all of them.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I don't know. I haven't been really even drinking that much beer besides our beer of the week and stuff. I'm enjoying a good Castle Light because I'm trying to, exercise and do all that stuff. But when
Yeah.
I go ham, I go Savannah, cider, sweet stuff.
Gross.
I know it's gross. It
You
is.
know what I
agree.
like? You want to know what my favorite drink if I'm not drinking beer?
Vodka Coke.
No. So you get a draft glass,
Yeah.
double vodka, Savannah.
What, dude?
It's so lekker. Yeah.
Is it what?
It's so good.
So that's like, ooh,
Yeah.
that's
It'll fuck
rough.
you up. But
yeah,
it's great.
because the mix has got 6% alcohol
Yeah.
in it. Jeez, I don't know if I'd be brave enough to try that because literally 2 drinks and you're gone.
That's okay. What else are you going to do with your life? Get fucked up. That's
No,
what it's
true.
all about.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. But you had an interesting week.
Yeah, dude. I had a toothache, and then I went to the doctor to go have it checked out because I had like a issue with the wisdom tooth in the back, the upper back. And then the doctor goes like, "Yeah, we have to pull it. I would offer you a root canal, but chances are you're gonna have to pull it anyways." So I'm like,
So is that
okay.
bad, eh?
So he goes like, "Okay, cool." And I said, "Okay, cool. When must I come in?" He's like, "Oh no, we're gonna do it now." I'm like, "Okay, I'm not prepared for this because I was going to a dermatologist straight after as well." So then I'm sitting there, and then he's like injecting me and stuff. He was actually a really awesome dentist, really awesome. He goes like, "Can you
Doctor
feel
dentist.
this?" And he goes, "I can feel that." He goes, "Okay, cool." And he puts there, and he goes like, "Yeah, so I'm not gonna like pull out the wrong tooth in case you're wondering." So like, okay, thanks.
And then fuck with you.
And then
eh?
he's looking and he goes like, "Yo, this cavity's big. The crown might break off, but let's just see how it goes." Half an hour later, he finishes pulling the thing out. I was like, I
'Cause
was
some-
getting yanked for half an hour.
Because sometimes your teeth actually break.
Yeah, it
Like
broke.
that's happened when they have to take it out in pieces and
Yeah.
stuff.
Dude,
And then
it
cut
broke.
it.
There was 4 roots and they were both going wide. So it wasn't like an easy pull. So it was, you had to bring it out in 2 pieces. The bit of the jaw broke. Some bone came with the tooth as well, just exactly like this one here.
Yeah.
And it was like half an hour, and the only thing that I felt that was sore was when he stitched it up. Because like I was laughing. He was pulling it. I'm just laughing
Did
at
he
all
have
the
to
sounds.
stitch you up? So you actually took it out. So they actually had to like properly cut
There was like
into you.
yeah, you had to like, you pulled the gum apart to get some of the tooth out. So then he goes like, "Oh, there's a bit of a flap there, so we have to stitch it." So then I'm driving to the dermatologist. I'm driving to the dermatologist and I'm just tasting blood in my mouth. And I look in the mirror and I'm like, and there's blood on the side of my tongue.
Yeah.
And then I'm like waiting for this dermatologist and I've got the
Did you have
painkillers
like
in
the
my
gauze
pocket.
thing where you're like biting on gauze?
No.
And like,
No, he just said just rinse with salts and water.
Yeah.
But I'm at the dermatologist. I'm talking to the guy. He's like checking out the eczema around my eyes and stuff. And then I'm just looking at him. He's talking. I'm like, I need water now for these painkillers. So then I go and I get some more and stuff. But then, like, when I get home, Carolyn goes like, yes, your breath is bad because it's just like, blood mouth.
Well, more than usual.
Yeah, more than usual. I couldn't like eat anything, and then I woke up the next morning, and both sides were like multicolored. It was
Oh my God.
it was legendary, man.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yum.
jeez. Stomach our beers after that
Yep.
story. Let's go into what you got.
This is how we do things around here. Oh, shit.
So what I was thinking for this week's segment is we take old, not necessarily old, just music that we've gone back to or something that we've listened to in the past. That's something that maybe influenced us or just something that we really listened to that got us amped back in the day. So I'll start. I've gone back to my roots, bro.
Okay.
And I've been listening to it non-stop. For some reason, I don't know what it is. And that's why I kind of wanted to introduce the segment. I've been listening to a shitload of Limp Bizkit, dude.
Oh,
I feel like whenever I've been going through a little bit of creative, slump. I don't have any, I haven't had any sort of motivation. And whenever I listen to Limp Bizkit, it's always like, it takes me back to that dream that I wanted to be in a band, front a band, or play in a band. And Limp Bizkit was the one that did it for me. And I've been listening to specifically Significant Other non-stop for like the last 2-3 weeks.
Just like this.
Oh, and that's my favorite song of
It
the
is
album.
definitely my favorite
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
so you want us to listen to Significant Other again?
Yeah,
What is
because-
significant other? I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
It's
1990.
He knows it backwards, man.
I know, of course. We both do. That's why also, Kev, what do you think one day you and I organize a Limp Bizkit tribute show?
Yeah, we could do that.
And we
I
get
nearly
Moose
puked in my
down
mouth
there.
for the gig as well.
Yeah.
And then we can all
That'll be lovely.
take turns doing
Yeah.
specific songs and
Yeah.
all that kind of
I
stuff.
know it's not off my Significant Other, but I still think Boiler is the best song.
Boiler
they've ever
is the
done.
best Limp Bizkit song.
Boiler is off Chocolate Starfish.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
That's
dun,
that's
dun.
the
No.
best song that
No,
they've
no, no.
done.
Oh, yes.
Lots of dive
I'm
bombs.
also thinking of their music video. It's like out in that weird dungeon area.
Yeah.
That's
Shaking.
hands down the best song that they've done. And I've seen them play live. When I was in London, I've sent
They
them an
cancelled there
email
twice.
afterwards. It was the same tour that they were supposed to come play here, and I've got the tour T-shirt with the Cape Town and Durban and Joburg dates on the
Yeah.
back.
And then they did Finsbury Park, and everybody was like, "Oh my god!"
Dude, it was actually really good. It was awesome, and they had Mike Smith from
Snot.
Snot playing guitar, and I'm a huge Snot fan, so I was
Listen,
like,
it's just not fair.
but he was only in Snot like after they recorded their first album, and he was like touring with them, but still the dude
Yeah.
from Snot, it was awesome.
Yeah,
But they
I
played
really like
well.
results may vary. A lot of
Yeah.
people's opinions vary in that regard.
I have no problem with
I loved results may vary. They just took a different approach, and I think Mike Smith had a lot to do with that.
it. Yeah.
But in terms of Significant Other, what I want you to do, I mean, I know you'll listen to it because you're a fan, and it's, I suppose, apt that I brought that up this week. Another one that I'm going to mention, because I'm not going to mention it next week, is Nathan and I have been chatting about writing music again and all that kind of stuff. And what he wants to do is he wants me to do the melodic choruses and stuff, like singing. And I'm like, oh, I've never really done it before. I can sing in the shower, I can sing in the car.
Yeah.
And he's sending me stuff, and he's like, listen to this. And he sent me Tear Away by Drowning Pool. So now all I listened to for the last week is Drowning Pool Sinner.
Yeah.
And he's like, can you do that? I'm like, well, I can fucking try.
Yeah.
Because Dave Williams was one of my all-time favorite vocalists before he untimely, overdosed and died.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
Drowning
Bummer.
Pool is another one I've been listening to lately. What you
Okay.
got?
It's actually one of my favorite recordings, and it's a South African band. It was released in 2001 by a band called Black Milk, and the
Okay.
album's called The Summer Eye, and it's amazing. It's I have it everywhere I go. It's on my phone. It's on my computer. Everywhere. It's fucking awesome. How would you explain it, Kevin?
That's
'Cause you
what I
know
was
it
just
as
about
well.
to ask.
I don't know.
It's like it's it's not trippy, but it's like subdued.
We're also thinking two Mike Patton fans right here as well. Has it got anything to do with, like, in that kind of style?
No, it's nothing to do with that kind of thing.
Because they can be pretty trippy from time to time.
It's very difficult to explain what Black Milk is like.
I don't know. But it's more like grungy in a different way.
Yeah, but
I suppose that might just be the timeline.
Yeah, but it's also not that grungy.
No, but I always think of grungy when I hear about them.
Yeah, but it's really cool bass lines in there. Paul Opie does great bass lines in there. Damien Staz is a drummer, and he's like really cool on it. And Ian Watson was also in it. And
this is a South African band.
Yes.
Oh shit! I didn't
It's really great. It's really
awesome.
great. First time I heard it, I was like, "This is really interesting." And then I used to have a copy of it, and I lost it. And then I found it at Kill City. There was a CD copy of it at Kill City, and I swiped it.
Amazing.
So if anybody left a copy of The Summer Eye from Black Milk at Kill City,
I'm sorry.
I've got it.
Okay, well then obviously it's not available on Spotify or anything like that.
It might be, might not be. Apparently, it's on. You can find out information on it on the internet, so it quite possibly could be.
I mean, the whole point of this deal is I check them out as well.
Yeah,
And then we can discuss it for next
if it's
week.
not on Spotify or whatever you listen to, I'll arrange a copy for you to listen to, because it's one of my favorite albums ever, and it just so happens to be a South African.
Well, listen, I mean, the reason I also wanted to come up with this whole segment is because this podcast was originally a
music.
podcast centered around the local music scene. Things are quite quiet here in Cape Town. I'm a bit tired of doing Zoom stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, that's hence myself and Art sitting flapping gums about everything music to Formula One. But I mean, we'll eventually do that kind of stuff and just get our friends to come sit in the podcast with us.
I reckon with this segment, I'm going to try and push as many old South African stuff that I know that.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I was getting at.
Sickness.
So on that note, what is yours? Do you have one?
You just told me about this like 5 minutes ago. How am I supposed to fucking...
Off the
Well,
top
just
of
think
your
of
head.
one. What do you listen to all the time?
I listen
Doesn't
to
need
Rob
to-
Zombie all the time.
There we go, Rob
Every
Zombie.
single day.
What album?
At the moment, I'm just doing the past, present, and future one, which has got a lot of old White Zombie and Rob Zombie stuff.
Okay.
I liked Hellbilly Deluxe.
Yeah.
What was the
I
one
just
that-
fucking love Rob Zombie. Just absolutely... Yeah.
He is good, eh? He
So,
is good.
which album would you say that we need to get into this week?
Well, I'd actually say get into La Sexorcista.
Oh,
I
White
know,
Zombie.
you shared that recently. It was the 25th anniversary, wasn't it?
That was during lockdown, and I
Yeah.
did Thunder Kiss.
Yes,
I did a
yes.
cover, yeah.
That is such a cool song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and I watch like, I'm always watch. I've got a Blu-ray of his latest live recording.
Dude, he's not the best live.
No, but you see, this is the thing. Back in the day, he used to run his puss off in the first 5 seconds.
Yeah, and then he'd
But
be like out of
now,
breath.
if you watch his shows now, he doesn't run around that much, and he
Paces himself.
uses like stage props to elevate the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he I can't remember what song it is now. It might be Radio or something, Frankenstein Radio or whatever it is. And he's on top of this massive like radio, like old school radio with like all these pistons and wheels, and it just goes back and forth across the stage, and he's just on there singing.
Because like White Zombie did the same thing that Guard did, is that they used all their money for stage shows, like pyrotechnics
Yeah.
and staging and all
And
that
big
shit.
models of like old horror.
Because that's what they did, and I thought that was rad.
Just rattle off their albums, their earlier ones.
Well, there was Feed the Gods. This is like, so
Okay.
White Zombie used to be fucking weird.
Yes, I know, but I'm just
Like
trying to think
back
of
in
the
the
album
day.
that I like because I
Oh,
remember.
there's like Sexorcista and then Astro Creep.
Yeah.
So
Astro Creep
is
is the one.
2000.
Yeah.
But that's the one with the
With More Human Than Human and all that shit. Then
Astro Creep. No, there was another one, man. Or it might be a song on Astro Creep.
Yeah.
Okay, are those only the two? Can't
those
be.
are the only two main ones. They had albums before, but they were terrible.
Oh, okay. Then it must be.
I only
Astro
know
Creep.
of Astro Creep and
Yeah.
La Sexorcista.
Yeah, they had. I think they had two or three albums before that. But when they started, they were like a noise punk, like really cuck. And it was only when Jay joined the band. I think it was the album before La Sexorcista, and I think it's called Feed the Gods or something like that. I can't remember now. I think it's only when he joined that they started getting a bit more metal and heavy.
Okay.
So before that, they were just like this weird experimental noise surf punk.
You can tell we're all of a similar age, because all that shit came out like early 90s
but,
and whatnot.
but like straight after White Zombie, when Rob Zombie did a Hellbilly Deluxe, that was sick.
Yeah,
I like that
Hellbilly
one.
Deluxe is sick. The last album was sick. They're all sick. They're all fucking rad.
Yeah. Do some more covers and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Just
We did.
put it out there.
We did in
we
VOL.
offered,
We
yeah.
did like, I think we did Thunder Kiss once, and then we did Supercharger Heaven once, and we did Electric Head 1.
Yeah.
So we did 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I just also want to say that I sent you a song over lockdown, and you sent.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that blew my mind.
Oh, thanks.
I really loved everything about it. I thought it was absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it was fun to do. Yeah.
Even the little Alice in Chain inspired
Yeah.
melody at the end. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
I
when you-
really enjoyed it, dude. And like I'm almost of the opinion that we should just release it. Obviously, do the track over, re-record everything
for
because
fun.
I thought that sounded awesome.
Like a collaboration thing. It doesn't have to be under one moniker.
No,
or
exactly,
anything, yeah.
exactly.
Moniker.
Although
Well, if you want. Yeah.
your boys are coming back, your boys are coming
You
back.
could always use All Star Collective.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
everyone's
keen for
coming
that.
back.
yeah. That sounds sounds amazing.
Yeah.
This is probably a segment that Kev might not like too much, but we'll open with this. It's time for the sports update.
Yay, sports.
Sports team.
I'm interested to see what you're going to do with all of that.
Yeah.
So first of all, having Kev on the show, we got to ask him how your Bucks doing, eh?
Bucks are fucking tearing that shit up.
Is it? I saw Brady got 600 touchdowns.
600 touchdowns last night. And then
Not
fucking...
last night.
What, so, now you've
Yeah,
moved
it was
from...
last night.
No, he made the record last night. No, he didn't throw 600
Oh, no, yeah.
touchdowns.
Sorry, yeah.
So you moved from New England Patriots to just because of Tom
Yeah.
Brady.
I still support the Patriots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But let me give you an exact example for me is if Luka Doncic had to leave the Mavericks, I would still support the Mavericks,
Yeah.
but I would support wherever he goes.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
that's
like,
kind of how the NBA works with some people.
But you see, the thing is, like, all these
and
American
NFL.
teams and the European teams, they swap players so much.
trade
that
every
it's
week.
like,
And
plus, we're
also-
not from there. So I've
Exactly.
got no patriotic allegiance to any area of America.
yeah,
your
because you got
favorite
no
player,
tie
yeah.
into that
Yeah.
location. Yeah, exactly.
You follow your favorite player. So Bucks are tearing shit up because didn't they lose to the Cowboys in their opening game?
It wasn't the opening game. I think it was game 2. But they're 6-1 now. So that's
Okay,
good.
6-1, eh? Jeez.
Yeah.
You reckon they're gonna go for another Super Bowl?
Absolutely.
Do you reckon they've got the outfit to do it?
Yeah.
Have they got Gronk with them still?
He's injured at the moment.
Okay, but he's still
But
with
he's
the
coming
Bucks.
back, yeah.
Okay.
Laces out.
Oh, amazing, amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's very cool.
And any other teams that they may have to be worried about? Because I know the Bills made a run last year.
Yeah, the Bills are good. They're always good. But who did they play the other day? And they didn't play a good team. Oh, fuck. You see, I can't remember who the people... Because I don't watch... Obviously, I can't watch the game, so I just put the highlights on every week. If I can't watch the games, because they're all like at stupid hours. So like usually on a Monday, I get home and I'll put on NFL channel on YouTube and just go through all the highlights. But I'm not really paying
Yeah, I'm
attention.
the same with
but
basketball as well.
Where is Philadelphia Eagles sitting at the moment?
Yeah. No way.
Really?
It's because that's another thing. The two teams that have got the most Lombardi trophies are New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles, or is it the Pittsburgh Steelers?
I think it would be the Steelers.
Yeah,
for sure.
it's the Steelers.
Steelers used to be really good for a long time.
Yeah.
Because
But they've still got Ben Roethlisberger, and he's a bit old now.
Yeah.
Well, I could say that about Tom Brady, but Tom Brady's fit, and Ben is like, he looks like me.
And Aaron Rodgers is also
Aaron
like
Rodgers is still there, but they're
Green
not
Bay.
doing too great either. And fucking even poor little Mahomes, who was like the champion last year,
he's with Kansas City
Kansas
Chiefs.
City Chiefs. They're not doing too well.
Yeah.
Because I think what happened in that Super Bowl is the Bucks figured them out so well, and now everybody's copying how the Bucks defense played against Mahomes, and they're dominating him.
Yeah. Well, I guess they figured out his number and they've written the playbook on him.
That's right.
That's kind of sad sometimes when when you can't be it's the same in the NBA. It's like if you're unguardable and then you become guardable because somebody figures your game out. It's like hectic. But yay Bucks! I'm supporting the Bucks as well because I just want to see Brady just break more records. To be honest,
every week
isn't he like a million years old now?
He's
like
43,
45.
And he's still playing. He's still competitive. That's.
But remember, the quarterbacks are the most protected position on the field.
They don't do that much
NFL.
running. They just do throwing and kicking and stuff. Don't they?
I mean, and how many sacks are
kicking.
average per game? Not many.
What? So he receives the ball from what we would call like a huddle? No. What?
The center in the middle. He just stands.
Yeah, he grabs and then he throws it to someone who's going for the try line.
It's all about positioning.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, I'm not going to keep this short. Mavericks have started picking up momentum. They lost their first game against the Atlanta Hawks. Got to watch out for the Bulls. The Bulls on fire since they've done the whole trade.
Yeah, you said that they've been picking up. That's awesome.
Got to watch out for them. Lakers doing well. But anyway, to keep this short because we're supposed to be going off in a bit. So the one thing I want to talk about, last night we witnessed one of the greatest Formula Ones I've seen in a long time.
Now that is everything that makes Formula One interesting for a fan, but like not interesting for like a casual person because there was so much strategy. There was so much strategy in there, and
they got the undercut super early.
Like super early.
Yeah.
And even Toto Wolff was like that was aggressively early, and they didn't actually know what to do. So then
did you see Verstappen's tires at the end of the third stint?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god, how did he manage to even race on that and also have a Haas in front of him in the last couple of laps? I almost had a heart attack,
dude.
I was on the edge of my seat.
It was so good, but I think the right person won that race.
Absolutely.
Because
drove immaculately.
Because he drove a long last stint after his second tires, and he was clearly managing his tires because he knew that Hamilton had 8 laps younger tires than his. And they said it was going to come down to the last 3 laps, and it was the last 3 laps. And it was at the point where on the second last lap, they both passed the back markers, and they both technically had DRS, but Hamilton didn't. And if he had DRS open at that point, he would have taken it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say if that race was a lap or 2 longer, he would have caught him.
Potentially.
Yeah, but that's not what happened. And,
it was really good. It was
1 and
really
3,
good.
hey? So that's great for the Constructors' Championship. Bad for Lewis. He's 12 points behind. He got the fastest lap, so...
Dude, I was telling Carolyn yesterday, it's like, if Hamilton wins today, I won't be mad because it would have been an amazing epic race. And it'll be like, I don't care who wins.
Certainly one.
But it was so good for Max because now it's like he's got a stronger position to potentially win this championship title now.
Do you know what bothered me?
What?
Is these bloody crazy rich rap stars that feel that they can bully a guy like Martin Brundle around, bro. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
The bodyguards pushed him away from Megan Thee Stallion while he was trying to talk to her, and he was like, "You can't do that." And he goes, "Well, I just did." No. So I mean, his comeback was amazing, but I mean, he's a well-respected ex-driver as well as one of the most respected commentators in the sport, and they're like pushing him around and shit.
The funniest thing from that was Shaquille O'Neal when he came up in that band, and then
he was taller than them while they were on the podium.
Yeah, like he was standing next to Hamilton, and Hamilton was on the second position podium, and he was standing next to him, and he was still taller than him.
Yeah, and he was eye level with bloody Max. 7'3", 2.1 meters tall.
No, what a legend! It's got to be more than 2.1, surely.
I don't know. I'm not going to do the math right now, though.
No, he must be much bigger than that.
He's 7'3", dude. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a good race. It was a great race. And Checo as well, dude.
Checo, 3rd place, solid. He ran out of his drinking water.
He didn't have anything to drink the whole race. Yeah.
Fuck.
And the funny thing is, like, he was like, after the race, they were like in like the safety car garage, and he was basically standing next to Hamilton, but he was drinking a can of Monster, and he's a Red Bull guy.
Who's this?
Checo.
Oh, wow.
Because like he needed something to drink, so he was there, and Hamilton's PA or personal assistant or whatever, his manager was there, and clearly gave him something to drink, but it was a monster.
Oh, my
and he
word.
was just like drinking the monster because like he had to have something.
I think the boys must have something to say
Yeah,
about
they
that
said
on
like,
Monday.
oh, he seems to have swapped his energy drink sponsor.
Yeah, but that's rough, eh?
Yeah, but dude, I mean,
They
you
get
can't
fined for
blame
that
him.
shit.
You can't blame him.
Yeah, yes, because he was buggered, yeah.
Yeah, he was
I'm
bugging.
pretty sure they still have a problem with it. You can't have a Red Bull driver drinking Monster.
Yeah, but dude,
And Monster's Lewis's sponsor.
I got nothing bad to say about that race. It was great.
Okay, so the positive to take out of that race was that it was an epic race and it was just super entertaining start to finish. From the start, Hamilton overtaking on turn one.
Yeah,
And then
after being
the
nearly
catching up,
pushed
then
off.
the serious undercut, then the aggressive driving to keep time ahead of Hamilton.
Yeah. And
unbelievable.
And the little battle between Alonso and Raikkonen was also rad.
And also the battle between Leclerc, Ricardo, and Lando.
How was that? That
Yeah.
was fucking awesome.
It was
Like they're
insane.
basically boxing him in, and it's like
It was insane.
And Norris was the one who lost out. there.
Also, Alonso, Raikkonen, and then Raikkonen having to give his space back because he overtook over the white
No,
lines.
he didn't. He didn't give his space back because they Alonso pushed him
Oh,
off.
sorry, it was when he
Alonso
said
had
no
to
to
give
go.
his-
It was Esteban Ocon.
Yeah, he had to give the space back to Esteban Ocon. Yeah.
Anyway, amazing. Mexico
race.
next.
Yes,
Mexico next.
and that's a Red Bull track.
a Red Bull track for sure.
But
well, Checo is
who's going to say? Because both myself and Mike last week said it was going to be
Be a
Mercedes
1-2.
1-2, and it wasn't.
100%. So you
So
were
who
wrong,
knows?
basically.
Yeah, we were just going by history.
Yeah.
But even Toto says like, he said like, yeah, Mexico is a Red Bull track, but we didn't win this, so who knows what's going to happen in the next race? And he was like,
Toto's less.
he was
Okay,
like,
no,
who
no.
knows? This whole season's been weird. You can't go by history.
Yeah,
So who knows what's going to happen?
100%, dude. It's
Crazy.
so super excited. 5 races to go.
5.
Wow. Unreal.
Unbelievable. I can't wait. I
Yeah.
cannot wait. It's going to be a photo. Hey, stop. It's going to be a photo finish. You can get off here. It's going to be a photo finish. If it's not the dogs, it's the cat.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be awesome. But on that note, I think it's time for Outrageous. Oh, wait. The one thing I wanted to say is the downside from this weekend was pretty average performance from McLaren. My
Yeah.
guys. But
But Ricardo did really good for what he had.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, quickly because we also found out that it may be load shedding.
It's 8:05.
I know, so it might go off in any minute, in any minute, whatever. All right, before we get to Outrageous, I want to just Kev, shot for joining the show, man. It's been super Kev to have you here, and I got you to talk NFL.
Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. Don't eat your microphone.
I'll try not to. It's like late and it's hungry.
Okay.
Okay, Kevin, I'm going to give you the honors. You can...
Wait.
okay,
I just
okay.
wanted to, before we go into Outrageous, Kev, you writing new music?
Yeah, bro. Like loads of new music.
Is it, eh?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yo, bro.
Is it confidential, eh?
Yo, no, it's confidential. I've had like an album for since the last time I saw you, ask him.
Like a whole album.
A whole fucking album, bro.
Like how many songs album? 8 songs, 10
Yeah,
songs,
this
12
one's
songs?
8. Yeah, 8 songs.
Okay.
No, yeah, because I was talking to you the last time when I was doing it at home.
Yes.
Yeah, we were talking. It's the same album. It's it's really done.
So it's ready, sorted, just need to record it.
Yeah, so we needed. Yeah, we're just waiting for the drums. But like Damien, yeah, he's too busy, so he's not in the band anymore.
Okay.
We got some Portuguese fucking dickhead to.
I think isn't
fill
his
in.
name Arthur Carlos Diego Pereira III?
Yeah, it's some mouthful of jizz that I don't like saying. So, yeah,
I think it is. I think I recall it, eh?
Yeah, so he's going to be doing some drums, I guess.
Okay,
It's probably going to be pretty terrible.
Yeah, maybe.
And Mike doing the mixing, mastering, and all that shit.
Yeah, so we got a song that's coming out like
Soon.
now. Like it's supposed to be done already.
Oh, really?
Mike was too hungover to finish it.
Oh, I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. Sick. So we're looking forward to some new music, so
Yeah.
we can.
So
at
you
least
can add in a thing here, where little button that's because this goes out what?
this probably I don't know. Art. That's up to Art.
Next couple of days.
Next
So I'm
couple
gonna
of days.
put the teaser live, so that you can punk it over here.
There
or
we go.
something.
Yeah, we can
Well,
do that. We haven't done that before.
I don't think you can do it this far into the video, but we'll see.
No, I think you can. Well, anyway, we'll put the thing
Link
in the description.
description.
Link in the
there we go.
description.
Speaking of a certain individual called Artur Carlos Diego Berra the Third, it's time for Outrageous.
Outrageous!
This is
Outrageous!
God damn, I hate it. Okay, Kevin, I've got
shit, here we
entries here from 1 to 83. Some have been picked already, but you can pick a number.
Okay, wait. Let's
okay.
lay the foundation here. Do you know what Outrageous is about?
Yeah.
Okay. For the listeners,
I've known him for a long time. I know
Okay.
what outrageous is.
so for the listeners, what we do is we have a list. I think it's a
In
list.
fact,
from
I think
1
I
to-
helped him with the list at one point.
I
really?
shared with you the first like 20. Now it's
Yeah.
at 83.
Now we're at 83. So what it started as 72. Now it's 83 because
Yeah.
obviously things go off and go on.
Yep.
Art has a list of things that he hates or things that he can rage about.
Mm-hmm.
So we pick a number from that list from 1 to 83. What's it this
My
week?
favorite number is 8.
8.
Ooh, this is early on.
Here we go.
This doesn't really work without Carolyn because it's a guest
Okay.
slot idea and it's margarine. So
Okay, I'll choose 88.
I choose butter.
it doesn't go up to 88. You
Make
knob
one
cheese.
up.
83.
83.
I want something new.
What's something new? Okay.
Yeah. And then just fill out until 88 and then make this one 88.
Okay, I've
I'm
actually
going to let this slide just for this episode.
I've got one here that is recent. That is actually musical related.
Number?
81.
81. Let's go.
It's got an 8 in it, so I'm happy.
Okay, so the title of this is having 2 kick drums on stage, but the drummer uses a double pedal.
Yeah, that's just aesthetically pleasing for whoever's playing the drums, I suppose.
What?
But what
In-
I think...
In 1980,
Dude,
but what I
still
think...
happens now. You check out the.
It's just
six
extra
drum.
work.
It's like you got the 2, like the whole thing about 2 kick drums.
I love this though, but I totally agree with you.
Yeah, the whole thing about 2 kick drums is if you see 2 kick drums, you're giving them a promise
Yeah.
that you're gonna like
Be
see
playing
these 2
both of
kick
them.
drums. But if you are like using a double pedal and one kick and using that there just to show that you're doing it, it's like you why do you even have it?
Do you know, but the crazy thing is, and I agree with you 100%. And I think a lot of the time it is aesthetically pleasing, or they just want to make the kit look huge. Is that? Do you know how hard it is to get 2 kick drums to sound exactly the same?
Yeah, but
they're going to
they-
be tuned to the nines.
Yeah, they used to do that, but now they just trigger them. They just send them through a module, so it doesn't. You could use an 18-inch kick and a 26-inch kick, and they both sound exactly the same with
Yeah.
triggers.
No,
It doesn't
man.
really make a difference. But if you're gonna have 2 kick drums in there, you better have 2 single pedals, one for each fucking drum.
That would
and if
be
you're gonna have
cool,
a double pedal with 2 kick drums in there, what are you doing? You're lying to me.
outrageous!
Fuck.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's like there is. I mean, aesthetically pleasing to whom? I mean, is the drummer wanting to show how badass he is because he's got 2 kick drums on? And then someone went like, yeah, but Alex Van Halen has like 6 kick drums. Like, yeah, because who has 6 kick drums on stage? But like his 2 main kick drums, he plays each drum.
Yeah.
And then there's other drummers like Terry Bozzio who's got like a billion kick drums, but he plays all of them. And
Yeah.
they're each tuned to something. So if you're just being in a band with that, then you are a poser band. And most of the time, it's only the poser bands that do that. With some exceptions, like good bands that still have the guys that do
Question.
that. Fucking Eloy Casagrande from Sepultura, he did that. He had 2 kick drums and he used the double pedal on the one. It's like, just use the one bass drum.
Yeah, I agree. I like the thing with me is I like simpler kits. I like this. I follow this guy named I don't even know what his name is. El Steperiano Siberiano, like this
Yeah.
new guy.
Oh, yeah,
And
totally.
No,
yeah.
but like he has got
He's just got a snare.
kick,
really.
snare, hi hat, China, crash, floor tom,
Yeah, that's it.
and the way he uses it, it is incredible.
Yeah, it's inventive.
Yeah, I like minimalist kits. Question though is if it's for a music video, you'll accept it. Right?
No,
Okay. All right.
dude. I
So
mean, like,
outrageous this week is very stringent.
Yeah.
No, dude, it's like-
not much compromise.
see, the thing is like, to be flashy is an '80s thing. That's where glam metal came from. It's like you got all this fucking tinsel and glitz and all this hair and shit like that. If you did that in the 80s with the 2 kick drums and it's like Motley Crue and you're only using the one, who gives a balls? Because you're already putting on a show. But if you're trying to be a badass metal band, what's more badass than just having the single pedal? And if you're playing a double pedal, why have that other there? You're adding on extra shit for look, and that's less badass than just being true.
Joey Jordison, did he use a double kick or did he use 2 single kicks?
Joey Jordison, when he started, he used a double pedal, but he had a single kick drum, and then he went to 2 kick drums, but he used each drum. He didn't have a double kick.
Oh yes, I remember Disaster Pieces. It confirms that he used 2 single pedals.
Of course he did. Yeah. And that is what you want to see if you see 2 bass drums.
Do you remember that clip when they come up behind him and he's like, hey, insane.
That was his
That'll be triggered.
Angel of Death bit. Because like there's
no, it wasn't mic'd up. It was just him practicing on the kit on stage.
Oh yes, that bit.
You're talking about behind the scenes.
Yes,
bit.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That
that's
was
right.
a pretty good one.
I mean,
agree
like
with
Joey
you.
Jordison. I mean, rest his soul. I mean, like
what a legend lost, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
Too soon.
And I was a hater in the beginning, but it took his replacement for me to realize how much he actually added to Slipknot.
I mean, remember how high he tuned his snare for Slipknot? Like, bing, 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 bing.
That was probably Ross Robinson, though.
Don't you think that's like also another thing that's translated almost like to your like slam? Your slam guys have those heavy, like those very tinny sound.
They had a piccolo sound.
Slam.
Yeah.
But he did use a 13-inch snare.
I mean,
in smaller.
Have you heard Significant Other? Have you heard that snare?
That's the new metal snare.
Yeah, I just love that whole drum sound. I think it's awesome.
I think his drum sound in Chocolate Starfish was really good.
Yeah.
I think all the recordings
to
for
the
Limp
Matthews
Bizkit
Bridge.
are good because
That's great.
but generation.
Yeah.
Anyway, on that note, I think it's been a great episode. I kept this one kind of short and sweet, but
I don't think the power's going
I
on.
don't think it's going off either,
anyway.
which makes me extremely happy. So, but yeah, I think we zoomed through the Formula One. But I'm glad to have finally chat a little bit of NFL with you. You see, you were quite comfortable, eh?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
like, I don't want to talk. We're not going to be talking about set players, okay?
Yeah. Well, you can. I mean,
you know, so
got your screen over there and
yeah.
your bounce.
And here's to episode 2 with you as co-host, bro. It's been fucking rad.
Yeah, it's been cool.
I'm looking forward to not being worried about not worrying about the power going off. But I think it's been a great episode. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to Papa G's House if you can, if you like the content. If you don't worry about it. But at Gareth_PGH on Instagram. Don't worry about the rest of the bullshit. This is Papa G's House for Kevin Rule, for Artur Carlos Diego Pereira III. This is Papa G's House, episode 101. Until then, we'll say peace.
101!
I don't wanna go anywhere else. I wanna go to Papa Jesus.
Yeah, that's where we're going.